Hello everyone, welcome to another Q&A video where I'm going to answer you guys' questions from the comment section down below. If you have any questions, leave them down in the comment section down below. Now it's been a couple of weeks since I've done one of these. I've been slacking really, but I've got a bunch of questions to read through, so let's see where we begin. So the first question is, what are you thinking of studying at university, if anything specific from Giga Nutters? Alright, I've applied for 5 universities, and in 3 of them I've applied for film media. One of them had a radio in. Radio, Yummy FM, what do you think, guys? Would you tune in to my radio channel? And 2 of them are specifically for film studies, and I really like film. I like films in general. I know a lot about films, so I will do good if I can do a specific film studies course. My personal statement, I made it kind of emphasis both media and film because they're kind of similar, but I did have like a little paragraph talking about films and stuff to kind of direction myself in towards those 2 unis because I'll be happier with film studies. How did you meet Shane from Braden Santos Dal Rosario? That's a cool name. Actually, I met him in the library a long time ago when I was 11 years old. When I was in high school, I was a little nerdy kid who was playing card games, and I met him on a table, and that's where it all began. What is your favourite colour? It's between red and blue, depending on my mood. Right now, I'm more of a red man. What is the worst experience of your life? Oh, great. Actually, this kind of fits in with the one above it. Which is worse, getting physically hurt or mentally hurt? The worst experience of my life has been the past month. Really? Being heartbroken. You can't get much worse than that. I'd rather be fucking stabbed in a hospital. Not die. Dying's pretty bad. But I'd rather be in a lot of pain than mental pain, because that shit lasts a long time, mental pain. What is the first thing you are attracted to in the opposite sex? From Victor Towler. Victor, that's a man's name. Victor. Actually, I'll be obvious. I won't even be obvious. I'll be straightforward. The first thing I'm attracted to in the opposite sex is the looks. I'm being straightforward. But looks aren't everything. You have to get to know the person too. Now, if I find them attractive, that's a start. Then I'll get to know them. And even if they are very attractive, if I don't like them or they don't click with me, then it's not gonna work. But if they're attractive enough and they have the I don't know, the connection, I guess you could say, then it's gonna be happy times. How did you get through all the bad things that have occurred throughout your life? From Kurt's HD. Well, we human beings are very resilient. We have bad things happen to us all the time. Life is an experience, and many things are thrown at us, hurdles and stuff. You just have to build yourself and pick yourself back up. And that's what I'm doing right now. I'm doing a lot of things, and that's what you do. You don't want to have something happen to you and then just do nothing for 6 months, a year, 2, 3 years of your life. Because you're going to look back and you're going to regret those years of your life that you wasted and you wallowed in your depression. You don't want to do that shit. You want to go out there. You want to do things. You want to become the person you deserve to be. Yummy advice right there. Yummy, if 2 witches watched 2 watches, which witch would watch which watch? From Jerry Nater 1026. I think one of the witches would watch the watch on the left, and then the other witch would watch the watch on the right. That's what I think. I don't know which one, they'll decide between themselves. What was the best experience you've ever experienced? From the Psycho UK. My best ever experience. I've had a few things. When I was abroad in Gran Canaria, there was this epic water slide. That was good, but that's not my best experience. I hate having to bring this up all the time, because these questions, they always specifically kind of nurtured towards it. But, the past few months, I'm being very subtle. Do you hate fat girls? From Miss Sarah Hemley. Hate fat girls. Hate is a very strong word, and I don't hate anyone. I'm a type of person, I just don't hate people. I don't hate fat girls. Why would you even say that? Look, I'd prefer a skinny girl over a fat girl for attraction. If somebody's fat, I'm not going to hate them. They're probably a very good person. I don't hate anyone. I can meet anybody, a random stranger, and I will treat them with respect. I will give them respect until they prove otherwise that I shouldn't respect them. And the same with anybody. If you're fat, you're from any country or whatever, it doesn't matter. It's all the same. We're human beings. We're all different. Some of us are more bigger and smaller. Seriously, it doesn't matter. Hey Yummy Mash, what is the most memorable time of your life as a child? From Mick Canis is cool. You know, I don't remember much as a child, except watching the Scooby-Doo movie all the time around my nan's. That was a lot of fun, and I loved the Scooby-Doo films. Would you mind if I tried to make a portrait of you from I Spoon Zombies? You spoon zombies? Yeah, sure thing. That'd be awesome, thank you. If you could travel anywhere in the world, where would you go and why? From Niak93. I think this has been asked before, and I did say Japan. Now, to be honest, I'm going to travel everywhere. I'm going to be getting my passport soon. I have a passport interview on Friday. And it's like an identity interview. They need to prove that I'm real and I'm not like frauding the whole thing. And I'll get my passport about a week after that. And then I'm just going to literally travel to loads of places. I'm going to start off around Europe. I'm going to go to America next year. I've said this many times. And I'm just going to travel loads because I have two things that most people don't have. And this is why I'm so fortunate. I have time and I have money. And that's the things you need both of if you want to travel to places. You know, people who work in a full-time job, they need to book time off if they want to go abroad. People who don't work don't have money. They have all the time in the world, but they have no money and they can't travel. So I'm going to travel loads. I'm going to experience things. I'll travel by myself. I'll travel with friends. I'll travel with strangers. Who wants to travel with Yummy Mash? Come, let's go somewhere. So, you know, we'll see what it's like. It should be fun. It's gonna be great. Do you have an irrational fear of anything? From Nerd Slayer. The only thing I fear? Irrational. Irrational. How do I not know exactly what irrational is? Okay, I fear heights, but is that irrational? I don't know. I think an irrational fear is like, I fear having nothing. If you had to choose between life and death from a girl that you absolutely love, what would you choose? From Brissa Astorga. You know, I'm a bit of a, what's the word? I'm a bit of a love machine. That's not the word I was looking for. Oops, a daisy keyboard. You know, if I love a girl, I will do pretty much absolutely anything for that girl. I would do anything. And so, would I die for the person? Would I die for the person I absolutely love? You know, I probably would. Who is your best friend on YouTube? LewisR2001. Now, Shane is my best friend in real life. He's also on YouTube, but I won't do that because it wouldn't be fair on the next person. Well, the second guy. My best friend specifically from YouTube would have to be Edge. The official Edge, Brett. He's a cool guy. Yummy, the guy I like talks to me all the time and I want to ask him out. I'm pretty sure I accidentally friend-zoned him somehow and I want to ask him out so bad, please help, Eliza Lib. Now, friend-zoning someone is where there's a couple of things. Either you're not attracted to them or you don't have the lust, so you just have them as a friend because they're a cool guy. Or because you might be attracted to them, but you're worried that if you get in a relationship, it'll ruin the friendship. I'm guessing that the second one might apply here because you seem to really like him. I don't know how you can accidentally friend-zone someone. I guess it kind of says what I just said. Just ask him out. Take the risk if you really want to. You know, you only live once. YOLO. Take the risk. Ask him out and see what happens. And if he says no, which, you know, you need to know what the vibe is like. You need to know if he likes you. If he likes you, then ask him out. You need to have that vibe. You know. It'll be a bit awkward if it backfires, but just do it. That's what I say. Will you ever have another girlfriend? From Georgia98476. That's a very stupid question. Of course I'm going to have another girlfriend. What am I going to do? Stay single for the rest of my life? Yummy, you're very handsome. Thank you. How tall are you? From Mia5082. I believe I'm 5'9". Yummy, do you like Childish Gambino? From Joe Serban. You know, I've heard of this. I heard of Childish Gambino from my ex, and he's actually got some really good songs. Also, there's loads of artists kind of in that theme of music, like Frank Ocean and The Weeknd. The Weeknd, I love The Weeknd. The Weeknd's the best. Listen, The Weeknd spelled the space WEEKND. There's no E in The Weeknd. And just listen to like The Zone. The Zone's my favourite song by him. Also, High for This is a really good song. Next is really good. This morning, like, I listen to his songs all the time. I'm like addicted to his music. Still, I only heard of him a few months ago too. Would you take a job as a game tester for big companies on their not yet released games from Black Skies Gamer? You know, I probably might consider it. The fact is, it would take up my time. So actually, no, I wouldn't. That's a really good job, though. You know, if anybody out there likes games, if I didn't have this right now, I would become a games tester for big companies on their not released games, because that would be fucking amazing. Actually, game testers have it quite hard now that I think about it. They have to figure out bugs and do the same thing over and over, and it can get very repetitive. No, I wouldn't do it. I changed my mind already. How do you like your hair, and do you shave down south ever? From John Fizz 2012. Actually, I think the last Q&A was 2 weeks ago. My hair was quite long. It was alright quite long, but now that I've got it short, I prefer my hair short, to be completely honest with all of you. It's gonna match who I'm gonna become. I'm going to the gym, I'm working out, and I think short hair matches a more toned, muscly body, I think, personally. And do I shave down south ever? No, you gotta have a bit of hair down there. You know, we're men, you know. Hi, Yummy, quick question. How many girlfriends have you had in your whole life? From George King. I've only ever had one. If you have $1 million, what would you do and why? From Zaya Zella 252. I would buy a house for me. I would buy a house for my mom. I would put the rest in a bank, and I would continue working, because $1 million really is not enough. It's just not enough. That's like £600,000. I can get 2 houses with that. Barely have anything left over, and I'll just continue working. But that'd be cool though, because my life would be a lot easier. I wouldn't have to pay rent or council tax or a mortgage if I get a mortgage on a place. So it really wouldn't do that much. Now $10 million or something like that, now that's a much better number, because I could get a house and a car and get a house for my mum, and then I could put the rest in a high interest bank account, for example, and live off the interest for the rest of my life and just travel the world or something. Anyway, that's all the questions for today, guys. If you have any questions, leave them down in the comment section below. I am Yummy Mash. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all soon. Goodbye, everyone.